Hey guys, we are here with Sow the Land, also known as Jason, here in
Virginia, somewhere.
We're in Virginia, hanging out at the Homesteaders of America Conference yesterday, and we just wanted to get some time with Jason, get him to share a little bit, expose you guys to him if you haven't seen him, and just get to hear some more behind the scenes stuff of the work that he does. So one, love your channel, love what you're doing. Wanted to talk about some of your videos, both give some of our thoughts and then get to hear some of your thoughts on a few of your videos. Ones that have impacted me the most was leaving your office job.
So the time came where we found our land. I just quit.
You know, I love that video. I'm sure you've had a lot of positive feedback from that, or people wanting to do that as well. You know, what's been your response from your viewers from seeing those types of videos where you share your story like that?
I think from that office one, I did that video just because I think hopefully maybe to inspire somebody else. Maybe they're working in the office and they're just thinking about maybe homesteading, or maybe not homesteading, maybe just doing something different, and just to like not be afraid to change to whatever it is that you want to do. You know, just try to find a way to do it and make it happen. Because I remember just myself being in the office, I would be the one watching YouTube videos of other homesteaders, of, you know, just taking care of chickens, gardening, you know, I'd watch market garden videos, you know, farming videos, and I'd be in my office just sitting there and being inspired by that. And I mean, that's kind of what, you know, then fast forward to now, you know, now I'm the one doing the videos and hopefully inspiring some other people that are in the office. You know, maybe they're watching some of our stuff, and maybe that will inspire them to do something that they really want to do.
Absolutely. Can you think of anything specific when you were in the office, just something that you saw and you're like, I want to do that?
One of the things was pastured poultry. It's something that we learned about, you know, having had cancer, and we started looking at nutrition, and then we took some pastured poultry workshops, and then I started watching videos on other people doing pastured poultry, and then I thought, if we ever get a homestead or have a little bit of land, that's what I would want to do. You know, and now we're doing it. So it's kind of neat to think about that.
When I saw his that video, that's exactly what, I didn't see it at the time I was in an office, but at one point I was in an office as well, thinking I don't want to be doing this the rest of my life. And so when I saw that video, I go, yep, that's exactly where I was at. Going, there's got to be something different. I got to get out of debt. I got to get out of this rat race. And so that just had a lot of, you couldn't have said it better myself, what he said in that video.
Right, I was just totally being honest on what I thought, and then my thoughts, and you know, how I just left.
Where are you guys at? What's that?
Another fun video that he did recently was one called Spoons. And I love playing around with woodworking, not at the quality that Jason does, but I just thought it was such a fun idea and a really cool look at how to make something, but in a really fun, creative way. What were you thinking about when you shot that video, besides making a spoon, where you were thinking of, how can I do this in a creative way? What was any insight or backstory into that?
I wanted to show people like how I make a spoon. You know, we have these spoons on our website. I guess that effort that it takes to do, you know, you know, it takes time to do these things, and you know, I just didn't want to have the camera pointing in, you know, one scene, me doing the spoon. So I think it was important to make it a little bit more creative, of like doing different scenes, you know, doing different shots of like, you know, have the camera up above or on this side and then this side, and then you know, like I zoom up close on what I'm doing, even though I'm not talking in the video. It's basically just showing what I'm doing, instead of like just saying, you know, well, I'm cutting this, or I'm, you know, today I'm gonna carve out a spoon, you know. I just wanted to show people what I'm doing.
Were you torn at all as whether to talk in it, or did you just say this is, you saw the vision before when you filmed it?
Yeah, I had no intention of talking at all.
Okay. Okay.
And sometimes like we'll do other videos like that where I just, okay, this is not gonna be a talking video, it's just gonna be strictly try to be as creative as I can with it. More like, I guess, artsy type video.
Some other favorites of yours, if you think back to your videos, what comes to mind, or what do you think about when you think back on your videos?
A video comes to mind is one where I do some talking in this one. I believe it's called What Do You Wish For? And we're just out in the garden, you know, it's summer, there's fireflies, and we're just hanging out. It's towards the end of the day, and it's just me, my wife, my daughter, and we're just, you know, playing with the chickens. We're picking some food from the garden. I think it's a real magical time for us as a family. You know, it's the end of the day. We've been working all day doing something, and we're all just getting together and just hanging out together in the garden, watching the fireflies. You know, the sun's going down, and then the music that I chose for that was parts of it from It's a Wonderful Life in the background, and he's saying like, what do you wish for? I just think that was a really neat video to edit, and like just to be a part of that. That was the whole, I didn't have that song in mind when we were doing it. I just thought that song fit perfectly for that scene that we're doing. We're just kind of like ending our day, spending time together.
Yeah.
Like that's the first one that comes to mind that I really like.
Hey, that's pretty good. What'd you wish for?
What about, you were high-fiving sunflowers. That's when a farmer's officially lost his mind, right? When he starts interacting with his plants.
Yeah. Before we were doing like more videos last year, I posted a photo on Instagram of me high-fiving a sunflower. And I just wanted to like elaborate more of that into a video, you know? Because I remember doing that. It was just one photo on Instagram, and I thought it'd be a neat thing to kind of elaborate on, but do it in a video. But yeah, high five a sunflower.
There you go.
I don't know why. They're just big sunflowers, and you just feel like high fiving it for some reason.
Okay.
High five a sunflower season. Is there such a season?
I thought this was a really cool thing. I was talking to him yesterday because I was trying to figure out where he got his inspiration for your videos. I was wondering if it was another YouTuber or where you had the vision from. Where did you get the ideas or the inspiration for your type of videos?
So first of all, it's, you know, for us anyways, when we're doing YouTube, it's hard for us to watch other YouTubers just because we're so busy, we have so many things going on. So I think the things that we are inspired by are like movies that we watch, and we're a huge Wes Anderson. We're fans of his movies. Like he does like Moonrise Kingdom.
What does that mean, over?
The Royal Tenenbaums. I guess his style of how he films and how he introduces different characters into his films. I'm not saying all our stuff is like that. I mean, that's like, the stuff he does is awesome, but...
No, you don't copy it, but you're just inspired by the style. Right?
Yeah, there's the style of it, just kind of a little quirky and like fun, and because some of the scenes that we do, I think about some movies that he would do, some scenes from his movies, and I try to incorporate that in the stuff that we do, because I just think it's interesting.
Sundial? Wow. What's it say?
Virginia.
The canoe capital? Okay. There you go. Point Royal. Does this give us an accurate time?
It's 11:09.
Okay, so if there's noon, or is that 12? There's 12. So there's 11. So where's our... It looks like it's hitting this. So it's looking like it's... Yeah, it must be daylight savings. It looks like it's hitting like 10:09. So I guess the sundial only works half the year.
I need a sundial watch.
All right, so we are now here at a chess table out here. We moved over to a park was just getting a little crowded and noisy over there at the restaurant. So I found your channel through Sounds Like Rain, who had a top 5 YouTube channels. I saw a little clip of yours, and it was talking about, or it just showed a clip of some woodworking, and I thought, oh, it's just another woodworking channel. But I went and checked out all those channels. Had already heard of Art and Breed, but checked out, he talked about Set Sail, and he talked about yours, and I went and checked them out, and then loved it, because he just couldn't convey the filming style and the music and everything that you did. All right, so we want to know what you are like when the camera is not on and you guys are not filming. What do you guys do, either around the house or going out and doing? What kind of things do you guys do when you're not making your videos?
We actually like hiking. We do a lot of hiking, a lot of exploring in the forests. I mean, where we live is beautiful. Blue Ridge Mountains. You know, we drive like maybe 20 minutes out, and then there's just trails everywhere. Right, you know, right off the Blue Ridge Parkway, Appalachian Mountains. So we do a lot of hiking, you know, just try to get away, disconnect for a minute, you know. Yeah, we go into like downtown Asheville, not very often, but yeah, we like just hanging out there and just exploring the different places in town. I mean, because we still feel very new to the area. Honestly, I feel like we've been on vacation for a year and a half.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Like, just because we're so new and like we're just driving down the street and I'm like, wow, I've never been to this area before. You know, like you never even knew it was there.
What do you guys like when you're hanging out with friends?
Yeah, just hang out. We do a lot of potlucks, you know. I think that whole, for some reason we get invited to a lot of potlucks. And that's always fun because it's meeting new people in the community, you know, hanging out with friends that we already know, and you know, trying good food. There's a bunch of good food. Everyone's growing their own food. A lot of like-minded people, you know, a lot of other homesteaders that grow their own food and make really great stuff to have.
I thought this was interesting when we were talking about like your neighbors and talking about the impact that your channel can have. You know, we can kind of wrap up with this is the impact that you've had maybe through viewers and then also just through people locally. You know, what kind of feedback have you gotten, or what kind of things have you done with other people to help them in their homesteading journey?
One thing that comes to mind, it was like about a couple months ago, I had a family contact me through email. They watched our channel and they knew we kind of lived in the same area. They wanted to come out and actually see our garden, see like our chickens and stuff. And because they didn't grow up around a garden, the kids were littler, and they said they never even seen where food actually comes from. Wow. And they knew we have a garden, we have chickens, and so they wanted to come out and check out what we do. And I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, you guys are in the area, like, yeah, that's totally fine. And so they came out and we show them the garden, we show them what we're growing, and we show them how we grow it, and we show them where the tomatoes come from, cucumbers. And we had baby chickens at the time, and they were picking them up, they were holding them, they were holding our big chickens, and it was pretty awesome. Like, it was just an amazing day to meet this family, and they reached out to me and we're showing them how this food grows. This is where your food comes from. You know, we sent them home with food. You know, they called me the next day like, oh man, you know, we had a big old salad with everything he gave us. I mean, and that right there, I think, honestly, that's like one of the reasons why we do this. I mean, that's, you know, knowing where our food comes from, that's why we're homesteading. You know, that's why we moved from the city and wanted land, and now we're homesteading because we wanted to know exactly where our food comes from, whether it be we're raising pastured chickens or we're growing vegetables. And then now I feel like we're also teaching people, we're showing people what we're doing and how you could do it, and then people are contacting us and wanting to be a part of that, and then wanting to experience that for themselves, and we're showing them how you can eat better, and you could actually do this in your backyard. It doesn't take much. You just throw some seeds down and, you know, everything should grow.
Did you think that would happen before you started this journey, that you would be able to impact even the people that you have on this scale, but even, you know, just over the years, how many people you'll affect and change their lives?
No way. I never thought somebody would just contact me and say, hey, can you mind if I come over so you can show me how to garden? Like, it never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, you know, I'm from Los Angeles. Like, I'm coming to this new area. You know, we've only been here a year and a half. You know, I feel like, what do I know? I'm from the city. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're still very new. We're still trying to figure things out. And but I think it's great that people are reaching out to us and want us to show them what we're doing and how to do it.
That's really cool. Well, Jason, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hanging out with us yesterday and today.
Yeah, it was great.
We really appreciate it.
It was awesome meeting you guys.
And we will have a link to his channel right up in here.